Hello dear Earthlings, Light of Elaine here. Welcome to my channel. I am an intuitive healer, a soul coach, and a Reiki teacher. I help you remove energetic blockages that get in the way of living your most fulfilling life. Thank you for joining me today. Today's video will be on the full moon in Pisces as well as the Mercury retrograde. So today begins the start of retrograde. We always get a little bit nervous during this time because it allows us to go back and revisit things, and sometimes there's more miscommunication than usual and issues with travel, technology, and so forth. It's the planet of how we think, how we speak. This one definitely caught me a little bit off as you can see, my communication. This one totally caught me off guard because the other energies have been much stronger the past 3 months with the super full moons. And what came to me was that this is the end of a cycle. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. And then we start again with Aries. So this one is like a quiet ending. There is something in your life that has officially come or is coming to an end. And sometimes when we do not choose to take action, or we see the signs and we ignore them, the universe is going to come and just snatch you away from the situation or create an ending for you. And it's allowing you to transform. We don't like change, but change is what creates transformation. Things cannot be the same and you change. Something has to give. So if you aren't consciously making changes and going within, the universe may do what's in your best good, your highest good. So right now we're still in Virgo season, and Virgo wants us to get things done. Virgo wants us to stay very grounded. Virgo can also be very critical about having things done a certain way, and a little perfectionism. That's the shadow side of Virgo. So with Pisces, we are spiritually connecting to our intuition. Pisces connects us to spirit. And what spirit wants us to understand is give it all the worries and concerns to spirit, to God, to the universe, to whoever you worship or believe in. And let it go. Let it go. It's a quiet letting go this month, but it's also like a little bit of a raw feeling, a tender feeling. We are creatures of habit, and we don't realize what's good for us. And these lessons repeat over and over, and they'll come back in different people, in different situations, when we get triggers. It's letting us know what we still need to heal. Healing is not linear. Healing is cyclical. It will spiral until it reaches its core. You will realize in a year, 6 months, however long you've been on this journey, that when you look back, you have shed a lot. But we are still programmed in a world that we want to see immediate results. We can be very impatient. We can be very stubborn. We want everything right now. And you need to take accountability, radical responsibility for your contribution to situations, relationships, and choices that you've made. When you own your part, you can be truthful with yourself in making that change. Now with Mercury in Libra, Libra wants us to be in balance. Libra wants us to communicate well and be in harmony. So when it comes to communication these next 3 weeks, because retrograde will be for 3 weeks, I want you to be intentional when you are delivering a message. What is it that I want to say? What do I want to get across? And deliver it in such a manner. It's helping us fine-tune our skills. It is not a detriment. It is not something to avoid. And it doesn't have to be so serious, because you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. And you also need to know where your heart is. Am I looking out for me, or for the other person? And I want to speak to that for a hot moment, because self-sacrifice does not make you a good person. It is self-care and self-love. Because when you honor you first, you will not engage in lower vibrational energy. And the universe will test you over and over again. So I'll give you an example. Let's say you want to draw in abundance into your life. You will be faced with the same limited beliefs, fears of scarcity. You will meet people that have that mentality, because the universe wants you to see, how are you going to respond? Are you going to engage? Are you going to revert back to the way you thought? Or are you going to stay in alignment with your higher truth and what you're really seeking? So with relationships and communication, I want you to know that if a person is wounded or triggered by what you have to say, even though you said the best way you can, it is not your fault. Let it go. We tend to hold on for too long, and we need to realize that when something's not in alignment, the universe is going to bless you with something grander. It is not meant to be. So with that, it does bring up a lot of emotions. It does bring up fears. Maybe you have fears of abandonment. Maybe you have fears of being alone. Maybe you're just feeling insecure still and not really loving on yourself. But when you connect to yourself and you're led with your heart and your soul, you can't go wrong. You will continue on the path, attracting the right people, the right situations, having faith, believing, trusting in the unknown. Stop the judgments of others, because you're really judging you. Stop being critical of others, because you don't want to get that back to you. We're all in this journey together. We're all figuring things out. No one has it like figured out. And you need to see that it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to have a few setbacks. It's okay if things are not happening as fast as you want. There is a reason for it. Let it go and let it flow. That's all you can do. That's all you can control. Everything else is just an illusion. So with this full moon in Pisces of endings, creating new beginnings, I want you to write down, what hasn't been serving me? What am I ready to let go of? What do I feel I've been in a loop and that is not serving me? Think about how you can take more inspired action. Think about what false illusions you've created. This is a very good one. Think about the false illusions you've created, patterns that have not served you, that sometimes aren't even real. We create things based on our wounding. Take ownership, take accountability, release, let go, trust. Write it all out. Put on a song that speaks to your soul. Burn that intention. Connect to the full moon. This full moon, be by yourself. Really reflect in what's in your spirit and know that a new beginning awaits. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. We definitely rebirth as many times as needed. So congratulate yourself from what's happened from the past to now about your growth. We tend to ponder when things, we tend to regress when things don't go well, and we'll harbor on something bad that happened to us, but then we forget to celebrate what great has happened to us. The full moon is about letting go, releasing, and it's about celebration. What have I done that's been a part of my soul's growth? And sit with that. Acknowledge that. Love on yourself. It is such a great time to have ritual and really move into a new cycle. So in my I had a 8/8 circle for Lionsgate, and we put together a bunch of herbs: rosemary, bay, sage, rose petals. All of them signify something. So just wanted to send this energy to you all. May you be protected. May you feel safe. May you connect to your spirit, enlightenment, growth, uphold boundaries, attract abundance. May you let go and may you trust. I'm working with my earth agate. You write out your intentions. I'm going to pull a few cards now, see what Spirit has for us from our Moonology deck. The answers that you need are coming. Self-reflection. Patience, trust, letting go. The more you let go, the faster things come to us. Emotions are running high right now as we're shedding, a quiet shedding. It can create anxiety sometimes. That's why self-care and alone time is important. Step outside your comfort zone. Do something that you haven't, that you've been avoiding doing. Have faith, not fear. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Now I'm going to pull from our energy oracle. Spirit, what do we have for the collective for the full moon? Yes, there's a lot of anxiety right now. Hold space for yourself. Do breath work. Sit with yourself. You don't always need to be in motion. Contracts. This Mercury in Libra is going to cease some contracts and bring about new ones, new soulful contracts, new soulful unions, elevated soulmates. And our connection with Spirit, Archangel Uriel, divine consciousness to Spirit, our crown chakra. Whatever it is that you believe you can bring about, and trust in the higher forces, your angels, your guides, Spirit, God, the universe. Trust that everything that is meant for you will happen. And these cards like wild out on me. So I'm gonna just try one more time. Yeah, sometimes things that you buried come back up. And it's okay. It's like, okay, we need to get that done too. Set your sights higher. Set your sights higher. Know your worth. Don't settle. Stop being in relationships that don't honor you. And Hermit. This speaks to retreating now for this full moon. It's okay to be by yourself. It's okay to get to know yourself. It's okay to honor the spaces. Let's see what the divine goddesses have for us. Goddesses, divine mothers, what message do you have for our collective? Hold on. Just need to get a much better. Oops, that one flew. Bodies of water, connecting near water, near lake, near oceans, recharging your batteries. Again, with hermiting, alleviating the self-care, holding space for yourself. Salt baths are amazing. Being in the ocean is amazing. Even doing a meditation by a lake or a body of water is amazing. Water is an energy conduit, and water shapes you. Water moves you. So water is a great way to heal. So with that, I just want you to know that you can surrender, you can trust. Release the weight of your emotions, release the weight of the anxious thoughts and old patterns. You're no longer that person. It's okay to rebirth, it's okay to let go. Allow spirit to move through you and know how divinely protected, guided, and loved you are. Much love.